Come in, Star Fawkes. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McLeod here, General. Star Fawkes is on approach to Venom. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
General Pepper, do you read me? Something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andross.
It's been years since Andross was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andross made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
Where'd they come from?
Defensive formation! Pigma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What can I say? My new boss pays better.
Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andross?
Don't let them escape!
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch!
James!
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the General.
Not without you, James.
That's an order. Peppy, keep an eye on Fawkes.
Fawkes. Fawkes, come in. Are you synced to the training module?
Coming online. I read you loud and clear, Peppy.
Good. I realize you're no stranger to the Arwing, but it's important for team cohesion that we all run this exercise together. You know, when your dad was in charge, he would...
Ancient history, Peppy. This is my Star Fox, and we're doing things my way.
Hello, everybody! Tom Fawkes here, welcoming you to this brand new Let's Play of Star Fox. Before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to my patrons on Patreon for their continued support. If you'd like to get to know more about Patreon, you can click on the card on screen or the link in the description to get bonuses such as having your name scroll across the screen, access to exclusive content, and a behind-the-scenes Discord channel. I would not like to invert the Y-axis on my controller because I like it this way. Long ago, 12 years ago, I did a Let's Play of Star Fox 64 entirely in first person. And wouldn't you know it, I'm doing it again.
Fawkes.
Tilting is a particularly useful technique.
Yeah, I get angry all the time, so I tilt a lot.
You can tilt into turns.
Yay! Motion sickness! This will have motion sickness warnings, especially when you see how I'm doing this first person run. But if you would like to play in first person and do have motion sickness, you can go into the options menu under gameplay and switch off camera rotation. This makes it so when you do anything that causes a tilt, like a barrel roll, a loop, a U-turn, or tilting, then the camera doesn't move, just the cockpit does. So it helps out quite a bit there. I will not be doing that. Where was it? It was gameplay. Right. So we're gonna get all the dizzying, defying acts that'll make it so when I tilt left and right, make me go up and down.
The G-diffuser system.
If you're wondering how loops and U-turns work when you have the camera thing off, it just goes into third-person mode for that.
Try boosting or braking now.
When you are in first person, it does this. Sorry. Not when you're in first person. When you have camera rotation turned on. Off? On? Whatever the setting I have on is. Oh yeah, they wanted me to boost and or brake.
The longer you hold the button, the longer your boost or brake action will last. Your G-diffuser will need to build up a full charge before you can use it again.
One thing that speedrunners do in Star Fox 64 is that they would boost down to like halfway
boosts and brakes carefully
and not
to navigate
like
the obstacles.
Not go all the way down in it. So I think that causes it to charge faster. Oh boy. Yeah. Hey, I didn't hit anything. Woo! Barrel roll for fun. Barrel roll for thing. For style.
A somersault is one of the special maneuvers available to you.
I prefer a winter pepper, but a somersault will work.
Go ahead and perform a somersault now.
I was wondering how you're supposed to get all four of these. Peppy is to the side of me getting the other two to show how a somersault works.
Wow, this flies just like the real thing. Whoa! Look out!
Oh, for pity's sake, Slippy.
My fault. That one's on me.
I kind of wish there was like an indicator on the panel in front of you showing your wing, like how your wing is doing. You do get the status in the bottom left there, but it's not the same. Plus the left Joy-Con will is vibrating to show like the drag that you're getting from the wing being broken.
The Arwing comes combat ready with a dynamic weapons array.
Yay!
Fire your laser now. It's your primary weapon.
Something I recommend if you're going for medals and are having trouble taking down a bunch of units or specifically like big units.
Nice shooting, Fawkes.
Yeah, larger units that take a ton of hits. If you open the, let me see if I can open this. Yes, button mapping. If you're using a Pro controller, I recommend mapping it to the brake button, so that way you can hold that down while keeping rapid fire. If you're using a Joy-Con or a third-party controller that doesn't have GL or GR, stick with either the, stick with like ZL. Cause that's one hand on the brake and one hand to be able to fire. Yep, we can hold down and charge.
Shot while your first shot is airborne.
They explode so you can get multiple enemies at once.
You can lock on to some enemies when your laser is fully charged.
We can lock onto enemies. And one thing the game doesn't tell you is that if you're holding down a charged shot and you're holding down both ZL and ZR or L and R or whichever combination to keep yourself stable instead of tilting, then it won't lock onto an enemy.
Performing a barrel
this is useful for getting your reticle into such a position where you want to like aim at a specific enemy.
Try a barrel roll now.
It's like if I want to aim at one of these guys and I'm like, I don't want to aim at this one in particular, and then just bam, do that. Classic barrel roll maneuver, deflecting to get rid of all that damage.
You can collect and store up to 9 bombs.
Hooray!
Launch a bomb, then detonate it by pressing the same input again.
What? I could do that? Why? Why? Oh my god! But why?
You can even launch a bomb when locked onto an enemy.
And you can still detonate it before it hits the opponent by doing that. For example. Kind of blew that one a little bit, but it was a good example. Mise, good example. More bomb. You know, this is a first-person run, so why not make it a little bit more interesting by introducing the mouse to it? I will exclusively be using the mouse controls throughout this entire game. Because yes, unlike 64, you can use first person, and to a similar extent, the mouse controls in all range mode. Simple enough. You where your reticle is pointed is where you will turn toward. Oh, they want me to collect rings. I like this because it gives you more precision in your aiming. Target on screen, just point at it with this thing, and then hit your fire button. Tilting left and right, and once again, like it was on the other thing. Oh no, I didn't show that off during that. If you have the camera rotation turned off, you just gotta go left and right. But since you're kind of going with the flow here, you have to, when you're tilting, you have to move up and down in order to actually turn. Because if you go left and right, you're either going up or straight into the ground. The right stick up or down is your boost and brake. I say this is very useful, considering that you don't need to reassign any controllers if you want to do the strategy of braking and firing, as I was talking about. No, I do not wish to do that. ZL and L are your barrel roll button. Works like that. L has you rotating right, ZL has you rotating left. Holding them both down at the same time prevents your charge shot from locking on enemies.
Your laser now. It's your primary weapon.
As I'm holding onto both of them right now. And as soon as an enemy appears, no lock on, letting go, lock on. You can see here as well that your fire is now assigned to both R and ZR. This means that you can rapid fire a lot easier with 2 buttons. It's like using left and right click at the same time in your normal mouse to fire.
Use a charged shot to destroy a group of enemies.
Where's that group of enemies? There they are! Yeah! Oh! Ooh, that was close. Glad I destroyed that guy.
Launch a bomb, then detonate it by pressing the same input again.
All of the face buttons are bombs. You hit A, it says, hello? Okay. You hit B, bomb. You hit A, bomb. You hit X, bomb. You hit Y, bomb. Everything is bomb. It says to deactivate it. I don't want to deactivate it. I also don't know why it brought me back up to this screen before I was ready. But here we are.
Let's put what you've learned to the test.
Hooray!
Commencing live fire exercise.
I'm so used to the way the barrel rolls work in Star Fox Zero.
For useful items.
Flacco!
Too slow, Fawkes. Maybe next time.
Oh! I can't believe,
That was reckless, Falco.
Laser upgrades are very useful in this game, by the way.
But I know what I'm doing, old-timer.
You get the twin lasers after 1, you get hyper lasers after 2.
Laser energy items to implement powerful upgrades. First upgrade
I think there actually might have been a secret chamber over on the right side there.
A second upgrade will supercharge your twin lasers into powerful hyper lasers.
Hyper lasers do so much damage. They are 100% worth.
But be warned, taking wing damage will cause you to lose any active laser upgrade.
Hooray!
It's critical you keep an eye on your shield gauge.
Yeah, my shields are still down from when Slippy crashed into me. Silver rings restore a small amount of health.
Ring will refill some of your shield gauge.
There are also these like spiked rings that give you that give you a lot more health, but those normally come when you're in dire need of health or in areas like
rings will increase your
where you're taking a lot of damage. Where you're guaranteed to take a lot of damage.
Until the Arwing is downed in combat.
That is not necessarily true on the gold ring's extended shield health. It is actually either until you die or until the end of a mission. If you get 3 more gold rings after that, when your shield is full,
you can fly in any direction
then you get an extra life.
Mode is engaged.
A good trick to maintaining high shield at all times is to try to get 2 after your shield is full, and then when you're in the next mission, get the 3rd ring, and then refill the other 2 as best you can. Right now we're in all range mode, which much improvement over Star Fox.
When in all range
over Star Fox 64. I wouldn't say improvement, but you can at least do it in Star Fox 64. You can stay in first person mode in Star Fox in the Switch version. In terms of pros and cons between by using the mouse targeting. For one, you have more precision aim, and using 2 buttons allows you to fire a lot faster. As such, you don't need to I mentioned this before, you don't need to reassign brake in order to slow down and rapid fire. However,
there is an incoming hail from Corneria awaiting your response.
That might be important.
However, there's a learning curve to it, and spatial awareness can be a bit difficult, especially in space levels like Meteo and Sector X.
Wait!
We're not ready for that.
What? Falco, what are you doing?
Simulation safety protocols disengaged.
Your warranty is now void. Good luck.
I love how they implement good luck into the game. I always thought it was Rob saying that in every single iteration of Star Fox.
I'll show you how a real pilot does it.
Although, was there? I don't know if there was a Rob in Star Fox for the SNES.
I'm gonna have to disconnect.
There was the standard pilots of,
Let's see what you got, Fawkes.
Slippy, Peppy, Falco, and Fawkes.
This is excessive.
This is probably the most enemies you will see, aside from maybe one other mission.
I've taken too much damage. I guess I'm out.
Bye, Peppy. Falco and I will clean up. Also, we voided our warranty. Is that bad? Especially considering my dad's 80-year. Oh no.
Hey, who pulled the plug? Things were just getting good.
Sure, you almost managed to keep up with me.
Ha! Our self-proclaimed leader thinks he's real funny.
Guess we'll have to wait for the rematch.
You're all missing the point of the exercise entirely.
It's fine, Peppy. You worry too much.
Somebody has to. Or didn't you hear the alert? Rob's got the commanding officer of the Corneria Defense Force on hold.
You don't say. Old General Pepper himself hailing our humble band of mercenaries? This ought to be good. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
And here we are in the main menu. Showing off a few things here before we end things off. Campaign! That is the standard campaign mode, a la Star Fox 64. You go through 7 levels throughout the Lylat system, going from Corneria to Venom, getting points and completing missions along the way. Very bug standard stuff, and in this game, much more story-driven than in Star Fox 64. Challenge mode, we'll go ahead and enter that. So just so we can take a look, nice little map of the Lylat system here, but we can't go into anything right now because we haven't actually played any levels. These only unlock when you play levels. Each mission, or rather, each planet has 12 missions, 6 normal, 6 expert, and you start off as though you are starting off a game for the first time. Play them as like individual levels. Single lasers, 3 bombs. No carrying over stuff from previous levels. It can be quite, as it says on there, a challenge. Heading back over here, battle mode. Battle mode offers area combat and team-based game modes. There are 3 different game types in this. There is a capture the flag type of thing, where a third party outside of Star Fox and Star Wolf is carrying a payload that you need to take back to your base after shooting them down for well, points. as well as there is a King of the Hill mode in Corneria where you have to stay near towers for a certain amount of time and be the only one in said towers, not being contested at all, in order to capture that for points. And finally, a resource gathering mission on Katina where you are picking up asteroids in specific areas across Fachina, and whoever gets the most asteroids gets a bonus to their score. We'll go more into that later, but for now, we're gonna back out here and go into the Holo Viewer. This shows off various things you've unlocked across the various missions, including things like Team Star Fox, Team Star Wolf, your allies, your locations, and enemies. And if you ever want to watch the opening cutscene again, head on down to the Venom incident, and you can see that. Historical context. Venom is a planet on the outskirts of the Lylat System. Prior to the incident in question, it was known to be inhospitable, though not unable to sustain life. Venom gained some notoriety when General Pepper, leader of the Cornerian Defense Force, convinced a military tribunal to banish the disgraced scientist Dr. Andross to serve out a life sentence there. Mayhaps a bit cruel and unusual, we see. And if you want to do training again, then, well, you can do training again. Never hurts to brush up on the basics. Options, we got audio. You can choose your different voice languages. I'm going to be sticking with English because it's my chosen one, but there are a lot of languages. French, French Canadian, German, Spanish Spain, Spanish Latin America, Italian, Dutch, Portuguese Brazil, Japanese, Chinese simplified, Chinese traditional, and Korean. There's a lot. And say you want to just hear all the beautiful sound effects of space combat, or just listen to what your teammates have to say, or just listen to the music. You can adjust, heart attack,
activate all range mode.
You could turn up and down the volume as you see fit. In terms of controls, you can choose whether or not to use button combos, which allows you to go into sort of like the classic game controls, where a somersault is boost and down the left stick, whereas a U-turn at all range is brake and down the left stick, as well as individual controls for inverting Y-axis on the Arwing, the Landmaster, or the Blue Marine. I like the inverted controls on Flight Sim, so I'll keep it that way. Finally, gameplay, we saw a little bit of this. You can turn rumble on and off. I like rumble on, it gives you a real feel that you're in that cockpit. Camera rotation, we're keeping that on, so apologies for any disorientation and motion sickness. Reticle on, you can turn this off. It makes, I don't think you can turn it off in first person mode, and it does make it things a bit challenging in third person, because you can't really see exactly where you're aiming. You're just going based on where the ship is turning. Mouse targeting on. Whenever you place your Joy-Con 2 controller on a surface, it'll activate mouse targeting. If you don't want it to do that, you could turn it off. So if you happen to accidentally put your thumb in front of the sensor, or just happen to lay down your Joy-Con 2, then it won't go into mouse mode. And of course, mouse sensitivity. How fast do you move in that crosshair? And I think I actually want to turn this up a little bit. Next up, Amiibo. You can scan either a Fox, Falco, or Wolf Amiibo to unlock various things, which we will go over right now. Customizable banners. As you play through the game and play through the multiplayer, you can unlock these customizable battle banners that will appear in multiplayer mode. As you can see, we have a very limited selection. As you can see on the bottom of each category, how to unlock them, ranging from just a random reward from playing battle mode to things like competing in 20 matches across the sectors, winning a certain amount of matches. The 100 matches one is so tough. Don't get me started on that one. And doing various things in the campaign, like playing through certain missions, beating bosses on Expert, and beating challenges. And finally, we have probably the most meme-worthy and viral hit of this new Star Fox game, the AR settings. Hi there. I'm on camera. You can see me. My hair is a mess and I haven't shaved in a while. But it allows you to play, it allows you on your game chat to have certain avatars available for you. Little Fox McCloud action here. I didn't know puffing your cheeks out did anything. You start off with Peppy Hair, Falco Lombardi, Slippy Toad, as well as the entirety of Star Wolf's gang, Wolf O'Donnell, Pig Madangar, Leon Powalski, and Andrew Oikeny, as well as Yard Dupont, the guy who's given us the tutorial, and the CEO of Space Dynamics, who sold the Great Fox to James in the first place. But there's a lot left to unlock around here. On top of that, if, say, you want to keep your beautiful face showing to all your friends on game chat, but you still want to join in on the fun with all the Star Fox stuff, well, there's AR settings. Look at me. I'm Tom Fawkes. Fox ears, wolf ears, rabbit ears, a Space Dynamics hat, Slippy's hat, a Space Dynamics hat, a Scouter, or rather the Star Fox eyepiece. Doesn't really look good with my glasses. And finally, Falco's beak. So, with all that said and done and our exploration of the main menu over with, next time on Star Fox, we're gonna be heading up the campaign and starting where every single one of these campaign missions starts, in Corneria. See you all then, later!